leave it to Yorgos Lanthimos to essentially make the Twilight Zone movie for dog kissing degenerates like me. Uh, Damn, Yorgos, damn.
What the hell is even that?
Hi everyone, it's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Welcome to Raise on Popcorn with Grant, everybody. And today we were talking about a movie. Movies and TV, that's what we do here, and that movie is Kinds of Kindness. Kinds of Kindness is directed by Yorgos Lanthimos. This is his latest film, and he also co-wrote the film with who? There was another writer. The name escapes me. Let me get no. The most and Ephaimus Philippou. I hope I am saying that name correctly. So for Yorgos Lanthimos, of course, who made things like The Lobster, Dogtooth, Killing of a Sacred Deer, The Favorite, Poor Things. This is his latest effort. So what is Kinds of Kindness about? Well, it's about, how do I describe it? It's an anthology. Basically, it is a story, it's 3 stories in segments with 3 different credit sequences. It's 3 little movies in one super duper movie. Those films are in the following order. The Death of RMF, which tells the story of... And the RMF in question is a gentleman who kind of is involved tangentially with all 3 of these bits, kind of as the connective tissue. But the Death of RMF centers on a man named Robert, played by Jesse Plemons, who has a very controlling boss. And when I mean controlling, everything in his life. How many times he eats, how many times he has sex with his wife, whether or not he can have children. Now he wants him to intentionally cause the death of a gentleman, this gentleman being RMF. When Robert refuses, for the first time in this whole relationship, he cuts ties with them, and Robert, being the one in control, or being the one controlled rather, begins to lose his mind to increasingly horrifying degrees. We then go into the next segment, which is RMF is flying. Now we have a character by the name of Daniel, once again played by Jesse Plemons. He is a police officer whose wife, who is a marine biologist, played in her second role in the movie. She also has a brief part in The Death of RMF. Liz, played by Emma Stone. She suddenly reappears, but something seems a little bit different about Liz, and in order to prove her love to him, it goes to another very dark degree. Then we finally hit the third segment. RMF eats a sandwich. This story centers on Emma Stone again and Jesse Plemons again. This time they're Emily and Andrew. They are in a cult, a water-driven cult, run by Willem Dafoe, who is also in the other 2 segments. He plays the boss in the first one, and Emma Stone's father in the second. And we see how far Emma Stone's character, Emily, will go to prove herself when events take a pretty horrifying turn. And the quest seems to be to get back into this cult may or may not involve someone who can bring the dead back to life. And within those stories, we also have triple appearances by the likes of Margaret Qualley, Hong Chow, Joe Alwyn, Mahmoudou Athi, and then also briefly in the final segment, Hunter Schafer. So, and these all are of a piece. And, who is this mysterious RMF? Who is this guy who keeps walking through this? What is his significance? And what are these stories of sex, violence, and power dynamics? What are they all about, and how are they connected? And it's a whole big montage of what the fuck. Let the insanity begin. So, Kinds of Kindness is... Look, you know who you are. I know who I am. I want to tell you right now. This movie, when I've said it before and I'll say it again, sometimes I will see movies where I'll say, this is not for everyone. This is not for most people. I will tell you right now, there's a very likely chance, especially if you are unfamiliar with, especially the early work of Yorgos Lanthimos, you will hate this movie. You'll be disgusted by it, you'll be horrified by it, you won't find it funny, you won't see what the point is, it'll seem pointless to you. I love Yorgos Lanthimos. I have been a fan of his early stuff. I'm a fan of his more mainstream stuff. And I loved Kinds of Kindness. I loved this movie. And what I loved about this movie is that it is so... Each story has a fascinating absurdism to it. Everything builds... You see some horrifying shit in this stuff. And that includes really fucked up things like... I can't even describe on here. Yeah, like I said, it's a weird one. But what makes it interesting is that there is sort of this motif to it. It's in the trailer, but it's also frequently in the film. The song Sweet Dreams Are Made of This by the Eurythmics. The lyrics of that song are almost a roadmap. This is a story about people who want to use people who want to be used by people who want to abuse people who want to be abused by people, and this is their kinds of kindness. This is about that also travel the world in the seven seas and are looking for something. Yeah, it's that kind of situation, and you're seeing these characters and how they double back on each other. It's warped, it's funny in often very warped ways. There's particularly one gag, a black and white gag involving a dog that made the whole theater lose it. I saw it at the Alamo Drafthouse and we were laughing hysterically. It's not going to be for everyone. It is a strange beast indeed. But I love this film. This is a film that tackles control and dynamics among people. It's about the extent we'll go to please people who maybe are not deserving of it, and the extent to which we'll go to be pleased by people who aren't deserving of it. This is a fascinating movie. It's funny, it's twisted, the characters are really interesting. Joe Alwyn, again, is basically a creep in all three of these stories. If I remember correctly, I forget who he was in the... Yeah, he's a creep in all three of these stories, because for some reason, every movie I see, Joe Alwyn is a creep. Jesse Plemons is phenomenal. This is a career best work in 3 roles. I mean, he's perfect in all 3 of them. Emma Stone, bless that woman. Emma Stone, between this and also, Poor Things, which again, recent Oscar winner for Poor Things. This woman is so committed. It is insane. We need more actors like Emma Stone. She will go as far as she is never afraid to jump in with both feet into the abyss of insanity. Bless this woman. And the whole cast is great. Willem Dafoe is very good in his brief appearances. And overall, this whole film is brilliant in a way that will only have appeal to a very small variety of people. And it's also a Disney film, everybody. Well, this is just fun for the whole family entertainment. Take your grandma. No, it'll kill your grandma. She'll have a heart attack if in Minecraft if she watches this movie. No, but again, it's for adults only. Absolutely. How this didn't get similar to Poor Things, how this didn't get an NC-17 is kind of insane to me. But yeah, this movie is great, and right under the wire in the midterm, this is one of the best films of the year so far. I enjoyed this film, and I would easily watch it again. And keep in mind, this movie is also almost 3 hours. This is, for those who criticized my review of Horizon, look at this and look at Teleki 2898 AD to see how you can have in that case, a movie that's the first part of a series. In this case, a movie that has 3 plots going simultaneously, and they're both 3 hours, and it works. This is another example of how it works. I love this movie. I love Yorgos Lanthimos. This man is brilliant. I can't wait for Begonia, his next film. And I love this guy. I love his films. He's insane. And again, if you do not like Yorgos Lanthimos or you're not into real cynical, nihilistic cinema, don't watch this movie. You're not going to like it. As for me, I adored Kinds of Kindness. I couldn't wait to see what batshittery it would do next. And even when I was wincing, I surprisingly was laughing. And yeah, I love this movie. And there's one line in particular also that is said by it's a minor character. It's like the police captain that I can't even spoil, but it's all I'll say is there's a moment where Jesse Plemons is talking to a like a perp. He's like either a perp or like a witness to a crime or something like that. I forget the context. And these two cops, one of them being the chief, he's describing how awkward Plemons' demeanor is, and in the funniest way imaginable. It really made me laugh. So look out for that. But yeah, I love this movie, and I'm gonna give Kinds of Kindness. Yeah, you see it. Bang. 5 out of 5 stars plus. This is a fantastic film. I loved it. I thought it was funny and crazy. Others need not apply. There is a good chance you will not. So, yeah. Kinds of Kindness. 5 out of 5 stars plus. Let's close the book on it. And, trailer trash. Let's talk some trailer trash. Okay. That's it there. Trailer trash. What did, Alright, Speak No Evil, talked about it, looks good. Joker Filet à Deux, talked about it, looks good. My Old Ass, this is the new film from Megan Park. It looks really good. Looks definitely like a change of pace. This was, if for those who know, my most saddest cut from my best of list in 2021, or 2022 rather, was The Fallout, which was Megan Park's debut. So I really am a fan of this director, and I can't wait to see this one. I've heard a lot of good things about it. Deadpool and Wolverine, Red Band trailer, talked about it, looks good. And then A Real Pain. We haven't reviewed it yet. I have seen this film. I saw it at Sundance. It was great. I loved it. And if it came out before the end of June, it would be on the midterm. It is almost certainly going to be somewhere either on the runner-up or the best of list come the fall when it opens. It's Jesse Eisenberg's film with him and Kieran Culkin, and I'm planting my flag now. Kieran Culkin will get nominated for Best Supporting Actor. I'm going to say that right here, right now. If anything else, he's fantastic in this movie. So yeah, I watched this actually with my uncle and my grandma. We watched it in his living room through the screener. It was kind of awesome. But yeah, great movie. I can't wait for you all to see it, and we'll talk about it when it gets closer to coming out. And was there shawarma? Yes, there is a scene during the credits. Although I also should point out, all 3 segments have a very brief end credit sequence. So you should know that as well. So it's kind of weird to talk about, but yeah, there is a final credits for the whole film, and there is a scene during those credits. Worth sticking around for. It's absolutely, if you're there still, it's worth sticking around for. It's the payoff. So like definitely, it's an important scene, if you will. So yeah, it's kind of the punchline of the whole movie. So yeah, that's it. We will be back either tonight or tomorrow. I don't know yet. It'll probably be tomorrow for a review of Fancy Dance. This is a film I've heard a lot of good things about from Sundance. It's now on Apple TV Plus and select theaters. We'll talk about it. Monday, we will have AMC Screen Unseen, so there'll be a mystery. You'll know when I do, what it's going to be. Wednesday, we'll have back-to-back reviews of Despicable Me 4 and Maxine. It'll be an early review. We also will, hopefully this coming weekend, we'll have reviews of Fly Me to the Moon, Kill, and Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. And then also, next Sunday, a week from tomorrow, we will begin our run-through of the best films of 2024 so far, me and my buddy Luke Ponto. As well as the following Sunday, we will have a look at the worst of the year so far. The worst films of the year in our part 2. Also, in that week, we will have reviews of Longlegs and The Luck King, which is back in theaters for its 30th anniversary. So that's coming up, and that'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Love you all, class. I love you 3,000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does. That's what you're supposed to do, or so I've been told. Leave a comment, even if it's, hey, Grant, I like waffles. It really helps out. And if you want to find me elsewhere, reviews of this and other fun stuff, you can find me on all my social media. I'm on literally everything at either Raised on Popcorn with Grant or Raised on Popcorn. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important. And I want to know down below, What did you think of Kinds of Kindness? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Think my opinion's good? Think I'm full of shit? Comment below. Let me know. And until we meet again, we're all raised down popcorn. Make mine with extra butter. I'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone. See you around. Bye.